Good morning. Welcome to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm Andrew. How are you, Kip?
Hey, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm still seeing all the high school shows.
Oh,
And
Still going on?
There's so many of them.
what are there, like 5,000 of them?
No, but there's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, but I'm still, and I have two more left.
Okay, so now, do you have like a countdown clock all set up and hooked up, and every day it's like how many days to the Tallulah? You must be, because it's less than 30 days.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I think we
yeah.
got an audience reaction out there of someone
yeah.
go, oh my God.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
And maybe it's our special guest that we're having today, right? Hello.
that?
Good morning. Is anybody out there in the world?
It's
you
Patty
can say hello.
LaPone.
Patty, wow.
Patty LaPone.
I hope you're much nicer this time than you were last time when I saw you.
Oh boy. All right. Well, Mandy Patinkin, maybe.
Man, I love Mandy. He
Yes.
was awesome. He was just like, hey, da 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 da.
Right,
He was
right.
very warm and charming. I love that. That's great. Okay, so what's going on today? What have you got in store for us?
Well, we're going to talk about the new season.
Really?
Yes, we have a new season,
Huh.
26-27 season. Did you not get my email? Do you
Um,
know we're doing these shows. This is first.
Where have I been?
And you were in St. John's, I think. No, we're going to talk about the new season.
Oh, this
See?
must be the fantasy episode, right?
yes.
No, absolutely. We're talking about the new season of Broadway Theater League. We're so very, very excited. I mean, can we get any more love in one full season?
No, it's all about love. That's the through line of the 26-27 season.
What the
Yes.
world needs now is love,
Right.
sweet love, right?
Yes, and we're starting the season off with Love Boat the musical, straight from Broadway.
Love Boat.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. You know who would be a perfect guest star on that?
Who?
Scott Willis.
Oh, yes, I think so. Let's see, Dean, can you see if Scott's available for this episode?
I'll see if I can find it.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome,
thank
awesome,
you.
awesome.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, so the renewals have started, right?
Oh, by the way, we're not doing Love Boat the musical. That's not true. Just in case people believe.
I
what
thought you
we
always
say.
said you had to commit to the bit.
I know, but the bit's over, so
Oh,
we have
okay.
to make sure we're not giving out false information.
Well, these people out here in this beautiful, they're working out and they're having their coffee and getting
Hi,
ready for
Suzanne.
work. Oh, good morning, Suzanne.
Yep.
Hey, everybody. But we're going to talk all about the new shows that are coming this year,
Yes, we
correct?
are.
But what's happening now? Now, wait a minute. We're not done with this season yet.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, okay.
No, we have the show that I've been waiting for all season long, besides and Juliet with Fabiola.
Of course, yes. I know
yes.
it's a personal favorite for both of us.
Yes, for both of
absolutely.
us.
I mean, I think that BTL needs to create its own line of embroidered handkerchiefs. Because
Oh.
I mean, you love
I
all
like
the.
that because I always have
you-
a handkerchief.
Look at you.
with
See
me
there?
in case like.
Oh, I thought you're. So it's for the padding of the
Oh, yeah.
forehead. It's not because you cry all the time.
No.
Oh, okay, that's
There's
good.
no
But you
crying
do.
in theater.
There's no crying on Broadway. What's crazy about that? Okay, well, I know that Mr. Scott Willis will be joining us today
Yeah.
to discuss the new season.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll approve?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he will?
Yeah, we wouldn't have him on if he didn't.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny?
We're not stupid.
Wouldn't that be funny? We have a guest on, they're like, it'd be like,
Well, he could. I guess he could have a psychotic break and just be like, "No, this is the worst season I've ever seen."
I haven't known him that long, but I think that's entirely possible.
Well, I mean, he is an actor.
He's got all the emotions, doesn't he?
Yeah.
All right. So what are you most excited about in this new lineup?
Do you really have to ask?
You're the one with the handkerchief, not me.
Well, you know me. I like the emotional, like darker pieces. So I'm with the Notebook because it's about love and dementia. So why would you love that?
Jeez, my mother-in-law really loves that you just said that.
Well, it's about way more than that, but there is that is part of the story.
It is.
But no, it's about love and not settling and
Going after what you want.
Going after what
Even
you
when
want.
people don't want you to be together, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of people can identify with
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. And for better or for worse, making that commitment and staying with your partner no matter what
Living by
happens.
living by those rules and
Yeah.
laws. Okay, well, everybody, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We're going to be right back here in just a moment. Mr. Scott Willis will be here, a Broadway season professional for 40 years?
Yeah, he apparently has a key to the city. Remember that?
Wow, yeah, he does. That's right. The article hanging on the wall. Okay,
I never
so
got
we'll be
one.
right back for just a second with Mr. Scott Willis, and he's going to show us all his wares and whatever he does and see if we get his stamp of approval. We'll see you in just a minute.
Rocket 95.1.
Buying or selling your home, why not trust a legend? Huntsville Native Care and Farrell can make the process fun, exciting, and easy. Enjoy the biggest investment of your life. Call a legend, Karen Farrell of Legend Realty, 468-4626, or find her on Facebook.
Star 99.1.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Good to see ya. Kip, here we go.
Here we go. We have Patty LaPone.
Patty, wow.
I did my hair.
Yes.
I mean,
Changed my voice. No, actually, the voice is about right.
Could you sing something from War Paint?
No, I could not. Though I saw it. I did see
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I did see it.
I did
so
not see
do,
it.
do you remember being in Huntsville in 2009?
In 2000, where was I? 2009, I was opening the new production of Fantastics off Broadway.
Oh,
That's
there-
not
Okay, there you go. Well, it's a
Why
great.
did you ask?
That's when you were Patty LaPone. was here.
That's when Patty LaPone was here.
Huntsville.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Yes, it was she and Mandy were here for the 50th anniversary of BTL.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
that was.
wow.
And then we had a huge party afterwards in the South Hall, and we converted the South Hall into the streets of New York.
How fun.
Yeah, it was great fun. It was absolutely great fun. Yes.
You guys are great. I just have to, before we start anything, I love watching these segments, you know, and recently you've had so many of the high school students on, but, you know, I know because I'm getting to know you, how both of you and your office are working so hard to build the audience here in Huntsville so that you can always bring top entertainment shows, you know, and I know that it's very competitive because you're the second oldest Broadway theater continually producing or promoting
Right.
Broadway Theater League in the country. And of course there are other theaters all over the country, but the Schuberts own some of the theaters. The Nederlanders own some of the theaters. There are a couple of conglomerates that are in charge of
Most everything, sure.
Yep.
And so you're on your own, you know, working against great odds. And not only are you bringing Broadway shows to town, you're so busy, you know, helping the community theater, helping the high school theater, promoting the arts in every way. I see that through your social media, you know, and it's, I just think it's great that it's not just about you all, it's not just about your office, it's about what you're doing for the community overall, which is a lot. And on top of that, as if bringing five, you know, Broadway musicals to town isn't enough, you're sponsoring the Tallulah Awards, which is such a great outreach to North Alabama and hopefully to the rest of the state in years to come. But that takes money. It takes money to do this. It takes a lot of money to do the Tallulah Awards. You're putting on your own show, and it's a lot that you do with a few people in that office that are always working really hard, and I really appreciate it, and I hope your audience, you know, gets it, because it's much more than any of us ever know.
That's very, very kind to say all of that, and we deeply appreciate and are grateful for that. I think that probably for all three of us, the true word that kind of propels us forward is passion in what we do. Like with the Tallulah Awards, we always talk about our 17-year-old selves, the high school kid in us all. The number one reason that we are here and have been here since 1959 and that we're still here today is because of this community. Mm-hmm. And because we have not given up the reins of this organization to some big conglomerate, because we've built this huge community that goes with it, mm-hmm. whether they're, volunteers or they're audience members or they're sponsors or contributors. Everyone invests in this, and in return, the biggest thing and the greatest thing that we can do is to give back to our communities as much as we possibly can, mm-hmm. which, for me, the mission is always been so easy. It's to entertain and educate. Mm-hmm. And as long as we're doing that and we're lifting everyone up, I think that we're doing the job we're supposed to do.
Well, and also there was so many Broadway theater leagues all across the country.
It used to be, yeah.
And now there's just 3 left.
Wow.
And it's because one by one, they all either they went under or they got bought out by a big corporation.
Yep.
And so, I think it's real important, because if we did get bought out, then all of these community programs would disappear.
Sure.
And then you only get what you get whenever they want to give it to you.
Right.
Instead of, trying to bring shows at a great time of year, or your audience. You know what they like, and not only do you bring, popular favorites, but you bring new shows from Broadway that people may not have heard of, but they're always shows like Water for Elephants. Mm-hmm. A lot of people probably don't know the Broadway show. They might know the book, mm-hmm. but they don't know that it was nominated for 7 Tony Awards, and they don't know, there's just a lot that they don't know. And so you are educating, not just through your education program, mm-hmm. but you're educating people about Broadway by the shows that you bring in. It's all very valuable, and it's all very time-consuming and expensive.
So who do you, and you're talking about how hard all of us work in the office. Who do you feel like works the hardest?
Oh my gosh. Well, there's
Don't answer that.
Tanya at the front desk who has the candy bowl, so I have to, I have to throw her.
Shout out, Tanya. Good morning, hon.
I'm not going to throw her under the bus. No, I love, I was so lucky when Les Mis came, last year when I first moved back. I knew the company managers and I went by, and that's when I started meeting all of you, and you've been so warm and inviting, and all of you are. I woke up and Jay had friended me on Facebook, because I went yesterday to, I think he tried friending me maybe weeks ago, but I came in yesterday to buy my season ticket, and I've never been a season ticket holder anywhere my entire life, and I told him, I said, I feel like this is a really adult thing I'm doing. I'm kind of nervous. And, it was like, and I just, I don't have many friends here, because you cheated me out of 10 of my years, because I actually left 50 years ago, so not 40. But thank you for the compliment that you thought it was, but, I don't have a lot of friends, so it's, I'm getting involved with the community theater. I'm getting to know all of you in the office, and, it was like, I felt like I was making a life decision where I was going to sit, where my single seat was going to be. Mm. And I was like, I know where I like to be, but you have a nice, you have a good number of good seats still available for season tickets. But for a single, you like to keep 2s together, right? So it was kind of challenging, and there was one that was close, and I was like, I don't know if I want to sit that close. I don't know if I want to be. I know, I was like,
I love being close.
Well, it's 1 year, I'll go 1 year, and I'll go, if I didn't like that seat for some reason, then I'll move further back next year or something. But it was very exciting to know that I'm part of this season, because I like it so much, and I liked last year's season, and that I want to help promote. You need to have those season ticket holders to know how to prepare, not just for this year, but I know you're already working on next year's.
Sure, absolutely.
You have to, because you are your own entity. You're not a conglomerate, and you're competing against the conglomerates that kind of control everything.
2035, our season is spectacular. Just wait. Just
I
wait.
hope I'm alive.
Well, let's jump into this new
Oh,
season,
yeah.
why don't we? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so Kip, take us away. Where are we going to start with this year?
Okay, well, I mean, the first Broadway tour is
Okay.
Waitress.
Love it.
Which is, of
Love
course,
it.
Sarah Bareilles wrote the music, and we love Sarah Bareilles.
That's September 25 to 27,
Oh, yes,
correct?
yes, sorry. There's
no, it's
the
okay.
dates, yes,
That's
yes.
okay.
And so, I mean, I just love that Sarah Bareilles has become part of the Broadway community.
Mm-hmm.
She's so valuable. She's this new voice. She's already been nominated for a Tony Award for
Mm.
The Baker's Wife and Into the Woods, so she's got all the goods. I actually got to meet her at the closing night party of the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. She was at this table by herself, and me and a couple of my friends came up, and we were just chatting with her, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Sarah Bareilles."
That's great.
But she
So
was.
you had a total fanboy moment.
I kind of
Yeah.
did because she was just so normal and cool and beautiful and just I just love that she's in the community.
Yeah, and she is very active in
She's
the community.
very active.
She doesn't
and-
come in and get what she wants and go away. She's
No,
part of
she
it.
wants to be there. I'm sure she was a theater kid.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to her. But basically, at the gist of it, Waitress is about, it's about this Jenna who's a pie maker, and it's her creative outlet. It's very cathartic for her when she's making her pies. But her biggest conflict is that she's lost her spark. She doesn't recognize who she is anymore, and she's made some bad decisions, and she sings this gorgeous ballad called She Used to Be Mine, where she's talking about herself, her former self, and trying to reconnect to that girl before it's too late. And I think, my God, we've all been there.
everybody
where we
relate to
feel
that?
like, oh, how did I end up here? But she can change it.
What a common great thread that anybody can connect with.
Totally.
That you used to be fabulous and now you're just beaten down by whatever and you have to find your spark again. You do, absolutely. And I think this is the perfect show that, if you're struggling, I mean, everybody will love this show. I mean, the small town life and everything, and the quirky little characters in this show are just so. The secondary characters actually are my favorites. I mean, I love Jenna, but it's the supporting cast that really speaks to me.
Sure.
And it was a hit.
Yes.
You could not get a ticket. I was doing an American in Paris on Broadway at the time, so I couldn't go see it. But then I ended up having knee surgery, and I couldn't get a ticket. It was sold out, and it was the new hit thing.
Right.
And the only way I got to see it was there were, handicap seats available. That was the only thing left, and I was on crutches, and I got on the subway, and I went down, and that was the only way. But and it was a hit for a long time.
It was, very much so.
Your audience is really going to love that. Are you going to be making pies in the audience like they did?
Well, the first time it came through, I think it was many years ago,
Yeah.
they had that sort of promotion where
okay.
they would create pies and everything. Just FYI, this is not an hour program. We do only have.
Okay, we do.
Yes,
Get
I'm
going.
so
All right,
sorry.
yes.
Yes,
No,
I know.
keep
'cause
me moving.
we totally could be
Yes.
here all day long talking about this. The next musical that we have coming in November 20 through 22 is the Neil Diamond musical, A Beautiful Noise. Of course, he's heavily involved with this musical. I mean, he would show up to the theater and actually sing, We're Coming to America, or whatever. And it truly is his story. I mean, back from the very beginning, when he was a young kid in Brooklyn and trying to figure out his path and how is he going to make it and everything. And he turned into this mega star that was actually at one point bigger than Elvis. And his catalog of music, I mean, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he's in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and everybody loves to sing. When I saw it in Vegas, everybody loves to sing along with the show, and they're going to do it in Huntsville the same exact way.
Yep.
And actually, the other part of this show that I love a lot is the set. Because the set design is
beautiful.
truly reflective of the era and his musicianship. You know what I mean?
The lighting is just, it transports you to that time period.
And they take the idea of guitar strings and define spaces with guitar strings.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
And a Huntsville native is going to be in the tour.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Him and Grace Bailey. So come see her.
Excellent.
And then after A Beautiful Noise, do you want to talk about this one?
Yeah.
Or do you want to talk about that one?
The Wiz?
The
I
Wiz?
can.
February 9 through 14, yes?
A full week.
A full week, 8 performances?
I saw the revival on Broadway. You know, the original director and designer, Jeffrey Holder, became a friend of mine. I danced for him in the Radio City 50th anniversary show Encore, and we became really good friends. But the original show was in the early 70s. I'm not sure if it was, or was it 69?
75, something like that.
It was the early mid 70s. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So The Wiz is like Dreamgirls or Funny Girl, or like everything has got to be right in order to do this show, or you don't do it.
And so, what did you think of the revival that you saw
I
on Broadway?
loved it. I
Yes.
mean, it had new designs, but the talent was so great. The song, and of course, I saw the movie, and the movies at that time were never as good as the stage show.
Right.
You know, kind of goes in waves. When sometimes the movie musicals like Fiddler on the Roof, you can't do that movie on stage.
Right.
You can't do Oliver on stage like those great movies were. But you know, The Wiz, they just took a different, you know, Diana Ross was Dorothy, and Michael Jackson. We had a great cast, but it wasn't the original The Wiz.
Right.
So I'm so glad that it's coming to town, so I get the chance to see it again. Decatur High School just did a brilliant production
you saw
of it.
that, yes.
I loved their production, and this will be a great one for your audience to see.
We're going to have to keep you on for the final segment. Folks, we'll be right back in just a second. We'll talk about the last couple remaining shows that we've got coming as part of the BTL's 26-27 season, and see you just in a minute.
Have you listened to Mix 96.9?
The 80s, 90s, and more.
With the best variety.
Mix 96.9.
Fun and upbeat.
Mix 96.9.
The best variety of 80s, 90s, and more.
Mix 96.9.
The Deep Comics and Games has the largest selection of comics, board games, and toys in North Alabama. All your favorite games such as Ticket to Ride, Munchkin, and Catan. Trading card games such as Magic, The Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. Miniature games, Warhammer, Star Wars, Flames of War, and all the supplies you need to get them ready for play. Selling your collection, The Deep is always buying and will give you the most cash for your stash. The Deep Comics and Games, 2310 South Memorial Parkway, just south of Office Depot.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm Andrew, Kip, and Scott. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
We were going over the new season here, folks, and we're just so much great stuff and talking about everything. We got a few more shows that we need to talk about, and a big one I know that for families out in Huntsville and across North Alabama, Bluey's Big Play is coming August 26th and 27th for 2 performances. It definitely is already on sale, and if you haven't got your tickets, woo, you need to grab them quick because they're going fast. But I want to bounce it over to you, Kip, and tell us all about your moment, your show.
Yes.
Everything about it.
Yes, I am thrilled about The Notebook coming here. It's a very beloved movie that most people have seen, and everybody was like, how are they going to do this on Broadway? They do it brilliantly because they decided to cast Noah and Allie in 3 different age ranges. So like you have the younger version, the middle version, and the older version. So you get to see their entire journey. You get to see their highs and lows and fall in love and not be together and be together, and you just don't know what's gonna happen. And it rains on stage. It rains on stage. It's so
brilliant.
beautiful.
It really is.
But yeah,
brilliant.
and it's heart-wrenching, but it's also just inspiring, and it's everything you want it to be. And the last thing I'll say, because I know we got to hurry, is that I love their use of non-racial casting, which basically means that it doesn't matter the race of each of the Noah and Allies as they age, because it doesn't matter. They're just humans. That way everyone in the audience has somebody they can connect with and understand, so it's beautiful.
And very early on, you catch on to that. You're like, oh, that's what they're doing. And then you just go with it.
Yeah, it's great.
Coincidentally, 2 other shows where it has rained on stage in Huntsville, Flashdance and Bombay Dreams.
Oh,
Yes.
Nice.
All right, so next up, we have a great show coming. One of the very first shows I ever did, 2001, we have a full week run of Disney's Beauty and the Beast, March 24 through 27. So many of the original creators of this show and the tour are back, and they have breathed new life into this. I mean, instantly everyone clamors to get tickets for the show. I mean, we went on sale with new season pick 3s on Monday, and they're just flooding in wanting to get their tickets for Beauty and the Beast. I mean, tale as old as time, correct?
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely, that's absolutely wonderful. I know everyone's going to be super, super excited about this. But yes.
But there's new tech, so it's so that's what's beautiful about this production is it's going to be bigger and brighter and more sophisticated than it has been before.
The photos I've seen are like amazing of this new production.
Exactly.
I have a friend that's playing Lumiere, and the photos are just spectacular.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
how old was the Broadway? It was 30 years? 20? How long ago?
I mean, it was mid 90s. I think it
Yeah.
started on Broadway.
When Beauty and the Beast played BTL in 2001, it was at the end of its first national tour.
Gotcha.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And there's a lot of great things to check out there. These are some wonderful Broadway shows. Visit BroadwayTheaterLeague.org, find out all about it. But wait, we forgot a couple of things, did we not? We've got a couple of great community shows.
We do.
Yes, oh my goodness. And I've got our first one, which we are doing October 22nd. And I love to say it.
Yeah, this is
Chicka
Andrew.
chicka boom boom.
Right?
Yes.
Which reminds you of
Firecracker,
firecracker,
boom boom boom.
boom.
Exactly.
from the 1970s.
Yes, we were all around then, weren't we?
We were.
Yes, I know. And then the other great, cool community show and student outreach show that we have coming is called Earth's Shark Dive. So, and you're probably like, what in heaven's name?
Sounds great.
Okay, imagine, if you will, life-size sharks on stage. They're these huge puppets, and they're floating through the water, and just underneath of them will be students interacting with the sharks.
Ooh.
So think about how normally people feel about sharks. This show was created to help China change the perception of these much maligned creatures. And truly spectacular. We did a dinosaur version of this several years ago, and the kids, they just love to be able to touch and just be like, oh wow, that is so cool.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they absolutely loved it.
That's
and
great.
Visually, just beautiful. We've
Yes.
seen the recordings of it and stuff, and it's really going to be stunning. And it's going to get these kids interested so young in theater, so they're going to be able to enjoy these Broadway tours when they get a little older.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great pleasure always.
Thank you.
you.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you all so much out there. Visit BroadwayTheaterLeague.org. Season tickets are now on sale. Also, Pick 3 Plus packages, my goodness. Perfect for your schedule. You pick your show, you pick your performance, and you pick your seat, and you create your own package according to your schedule. And if you need extra help, just give us a call at 256-518-6155. Tanya's there, Caitlin's there, Jay's there. We're all ready to help you create the best Broadway season you can have. We'll see you next time soon on Show and Tell with BTL. Thanks have a great day.